15 Nights of Halloween Gaming.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the DNN's 15 Nights of Halloween Gaming. I'm Brian.
And I'm Evan.
And today we're talking about the survival horror classic Silent Hill.
Released in January of 1999 for the original PlayStation, many consider Silent Hill to be developer Konami's answer to Capcom's wildly popular Resident Evil franchise.
However, Konami managed to put their own spin on the genre, relying on their psyche-shattering story and atmospheric score to frighten the player rather than the gore and jump scares of their zombie-riddled cousin.
Say, Brian.
Yes, Evan?
Don't you hate it when you're driving along and all of a sudden you have to swerve to miss a mysterious girl on the road, setting you on a quest to take down a demonic cult and save your daughter?
Well, I cannot say that I've ever experienced that in my life, Evan.
Well, you're in luck. In Silent Hill, you'll be doing just that.
In what way do you see that as lucky?
Not now, Brian. We have a daughter to save. Players step into the shoes of Harry Mason as he crashes his car while driving to the titular Silent Hill. Harry wakes up in the deserted town and realizes that his daughter Cheryl has gone missing.
After meeting a few of the game's bizarre characters, Harry uncovers a cult in the process of trying to revive their dark deity. With the ultimate goal of saving his daughter, Harry sets on the task of stopping the cult and destroying the monster they aim to resurrect.
It's here that we begin to see the separation between the Silent Hill and Resident Evil franchises. Whereas Resident Evil's story focuses on a corrupt corporation and a deadly virus, Silent Hill's plot takes a much more psychologically terrifying route. Dark, religious overtones coupled with the game's legitimately eerie atmosphere leave you with the constant feeling that everything's just a little off.
Or a lot off, some would say, Evan, when you encounter Silent Hill's grotesque monsters.
That's true. While you may not be battling undead hordes of zombies, there is no shortage of horrific creatures to fight.
Combat is one of three main components that make up Silent Hill's gameplay. When you're not exploring the town or solving puzzles, you'll be fighting with both melee and ranged weapons. While melee generally works pretty well, the shooting mechanics can feel imprecise and leave a little to be desired.
But this works with the story the game is trying to tell. Harry Mason isn't a badass space marine or a well-trained swordsman. He's just a regular guy like you and me.
Whoa, Evan. Don't call me regular. I'm a badass space marine.
Oh. Well, you're special, Brian. The point being is he's not an experienced fighter. While this may be a turnoff to some, it adds to the sense that you're never really safe. There's an undeniable level of tension with each fight, since it could be your last.
And speaking of the tension, there's no lack of it in the rest of the game. It's an incredibly smart move. Konami used the technological limitations of the time to their advantage. The game's short draw distance is hidden behind a thick, ominous cloud of fog that permeates the town. This allows the game to keep the number of objects on screen relatively low, while maintaining a sense of dread they're trying to create.
Over the course of the game, players will uncover the cult's plot and how it relates to his daughter's disappearance. And while it may be a little convoluted, the story has an ultimately satisfying conclusion.
There are 5 different endings, each depending on the choices you make during the game.
We won't spoil them here, but there may be a joke ending involving aliens.
Well, Evan, as a Silent Hill aficionado, I actually consider that canon.
Ah, well, it's you and that one guy from the History Channel.
Thanks for watching this installment of the DNN's 15 Nights of Halloween Gaming.
If you like this, be sure to check out everything else the DNN does.
Like my podcast, right, Evan? You love my podcast.
Yeah, that's a thing. And for that and the DNN's other goodies, head over to DestinationComics.com.
You ready?
Unique New York. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.